All right, mail. Some relationships start with fights, but usually only in romantic comedies. Life's not the movies. You telling me mom and dad had a divorce? Alright, blue bear left. Well, we replaced one blue creature with another. Since blue bear left, but we still have the other guy. Wilbert or whatever. I'm gonna keep my certificate for now. My flowers, I'm like, why do I even bother? I keep watering you, and then I don't play for like a day or two, and it turns into a goddamn disaster. It's just death. I don't think I want to water them. I don't care. Like, if it was a different Animal Crossing, I would care more for the flowers. I just don't like it in this one. Nothing. I've just started. It falls? Oh, good. Missed it. Weed. Talk to you all in a minute. I'm looking for stuff. Like money rock. Oink. It'd be funny if someone was nearby and they walk over and they just pick it up. It's like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, they had to remove some because some were just straight up broken and or early to get, and then they just did. Oh, there's the thing. I'm not even ready for it. Every time. That fucker comes by every time I'm not ready. But either way, I still hold Kingdom Come Deliverance is probably one of my favorite RPG games that I've played. Just because of I still really like the start from nothing and become something, but I wonder how they're gonna do it in the second one, because now we're gonna be continuing, so I'm assuming Henry's gonna have some skill, but maybe he slacks off, or maybe he gets horribly wounded. And has to recover all of his things, the typical video game equivalent of starting over. Have to do something. I still gotta play it again anyway, because there were some DLCs I never went through. Whether they were good or not, I don't really care. I just haven't played them, and I do want to do, like, another playthrough, but that's... I don't know when that will happen, but I probably will start it at some point sooner than later, because if I try to wait when we get closer to the release of the second one, when they start actually talking about when it's coming out, I will not make it in time. But I just got too much on my plate right now to do it. I want a hobby room. Yeah, my hobby room's just pink. My pink hobby. My hobby is being in the pink. That's why I just hope they can keep the story going and all that stuff fun for the second, and that's why I'm just wondering how they're gonna continue that, because I feel like that's what separated it, was the story, but also the whole gameplay of, like, okay, I can't literally 1v whatever these people. But now that I've gotten stronger, better gear, and actually earned like in-game skills to help me parry and fight, like you got better enough to actually be able to do that kind of stuff. So I'm wondering if we're just going to continue and only get better from there, or we're going to get injured or something where we digress maybe and just, or like we regress a bit and we have to get back into form. Because I'm like, the biggest thing I could see is an injury. Keeping Henry out for quite a while so that he kind of doesn't get his training properly. Or something scares him, scars him, damages him mentally. Oh yeah. I'm hip with all the stories. I feel like I saw some familiar places though when I looked at the trailer, but you know, it's just because everything can be built very similar even in a different place. Unless that's the reason why it's going to be bigger, is because we might be traveling between two different areas. New zone and returning to some of the old zone. I was just thinking about the other day that the very day Brewster I met. Tell me. Met in a town far from here, my hometown. Outskirts of downtown, the shadows of the towering skyscrapers. You own and operate a cafe, much like the one in this museum. Here's the details, do you? Perhaps I should tell you what brought us together. I was still very young at the time, just a spring owl attending university. Working towards a deadline on my thesis and having a rough time. Went all over town, cafe to cafe, writing an absolute furor, but I still couldn't complete it. With each passing day, I became more frustrated. Then I descended into madness. The owner of the cafe said to me, "There's nothing more bitter or tragic than a rushed cup of coffee." Just a simple comment, really, and it just struck me to the very core. It cut through the pall of anger and opened my eyes to what I was doing. Making coffee is more than just pouring hot water over ground, you see. It's about taking one's time to coax the flavor from the savory beans. A thesis is the same way. He taught me that my brain was like his coffee beans. And that there was none other than Brewster himself. And that is how long and deep-rooted friendship began. Oh, that's great. Can you look at my fossils, though? Hi, princess. This is a shark tooth. Yeah, shit beans. I pulled them out. Princess asked me if I've played Fallout New Vegas, and it made me look back at my old videos that I uploaded, because I didn't ever complete Fallout 3 or New Vegas on stream. I've just beat them on my off time. But I looked back at my modded stuff, and every time I listen to myself, I'm like, God, I sound angry. Like, I like one of my Fallout New Vegas playthroughs, I'm just like, well, I'm fucking back into this shit. I'm like, geez, man, calm down. Here for a little pigeon milk? Yes, please. Put your vomit in there. I do want to play through 3 in New Vegas again at some point. Probably modded, of course. It's not even because of the show or anything like that. I just enjoy them. I just enjoy the games. Sweet and mild. It's none other than the world-renowned Pigeon Blend. At least I know how to read that word. But I just read it :spicy. Don't sweat the bells. It's on me. Oh, Sorry about that. I forgot you already paid. I don't know what we're doing today, because I don't know. Brandon messaged me, but he didn't say he was gone. I don't know, but he didn't also tell me that we were playing either, so I don't know. Well, I just decided to start with this, see what happens, and then we'll kind of just go from there. I must also mourn my husband. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's going on, but yes. Things. All these things that would be great if I was setting myself up within a specific setup, but I don't. This is where my house is going. Oh, the citrus wall. From my favorite band died. Ah. This is the sky. I don't need the lava lamp. I got a blue one. I don't want that one. I guess. I don't know. Let me look at it. What color do you dictate this to be? Is it pink? No, it's purple. I like purple, but it's not pink. HRA will have a field day with me. Oh, wow. I'm glad you're just selling an old flooring. Thank you. God, just great business kids you are. Trade kid thing. Cool, cool. Nothing I want. Thanks much. This away for now. You know, you just should do them every so often as you get older. Yes. Yep. At least that's what it should be like, I think. And, you know, some people think you gotta do it when you're much older, but you should do it at any point, really. The fishing. It'll come back soon. I'm still kind of just, like, tweaking things about it. Slowly but surely. Like to throw a bunch of random shit into it. So you know, I don't know. I'm just see what happens with it. I do like to bring it back once in a while. I just taking a break so I can get things put together for it. Fish. Fish. Catching the fish. A dab. Everyone else. I saw the what's-his-face walk by. Bill's in their house. So what are you doing? Are you moving out too? Just chilling. Feels like an indoor day. Tell me once that you could deliver things as fast as a pro courier. Deliver this to Mallory. Deliver it within an hour. Got it. Man, I just hope I don't get shot in the head because there's like a fancy chip in this or anything. Oh wait, this is in New Vegas. I think I passed Mallory at some point. My brain hurts just because I've been like into a lot of Persona stuff, like I've talked about the past few days, and like eventually I'm going to start up at some point Persona 3 Reload, but I'm like, oh boy, it's going to be a mess. Live so I can down there. So I haven't decided, but more than likely, I'm probably just gonna use like a social link guide for Persona 3 because I'm probably not going to utilize my time correctly, and I want to try to get everybody's social links built. Because as fun as it would be for me to just do it freely and panic when I start screwing up, I want to be able to make sure I'm maximizing getting my stats for charm, all that stuff proper, and then start trying to see as much as I can within my first playthrough with people in the social links, and then, you know, romance whoever the hell I'm going to romance, even though it doesn't really matter. It's not canon anyway, but, you know. And we're all in for a depressing ending. Fuck is Mallory? I feel like I just saw Mallory and I had no idea where you went. Bob's hanging out here. Like, is it someone's birthday I don't know about? Is he sitting in someone's house? No, Angus, I think, is still dying in here. Yeah, we'll see. I know more or less about... Oh, no, he's actually fine now. Well, close enough fine. I know bits and pieces of 4 and 5, but... Or, 3 and 5, but I know nothing of 4. So that's why, like, 4 will be interesting to run through, because I know very little about 4 and Persona, so... I have an hour to deliver this. I have no idea where Mallory went. Like, I just keep running by her. Funny. I wish I could be like, where is she? Go in love with a crawfish? If I can find one, I'll give you one. Yeah, I wouldn't say cute because I hate the shirt she's wearing, but...
Gilbert's not home. It's a small flat land. How can I not find this person? Bonnie and Filbert, they're talking. Like, can they leave town or something? I'm like, they didn't add, like, I don't think they go into stores in this one. You hanging out with Coco? Like, I know they can go into people's homes, but I don't think they can go into stores. No? Coco? Yeah, I always check it. Yeah, I check the mailbox. Don't you worry. I just haven't decided, though, when I'm going to do the Persona 3 playthrough. Like, trying to figure some things out when I want to play it. I mean, I should play it sooner or later because I'm going to end up, like, burning myself out on the thought of it and listening to all the music that I'm just going to be like, I'm good. My excitement will die out real quick because I get too mentally obsessed about it. Well, luckily I also have it where, you know, I can always turn it into, like, if it starts to become a problem, we just do a follower mode, and you have to follow for, like, a certain amount of time before talking. And then if somebody wants to sit in the stream and wait that long to then shit talk me, I'll gladly hand them a swift kick in the nuts out the door. I cannot find. Okay, are you in the clothing store somehow? Maybe you can be in here? It's like nowhere else you could be. Oh. Wasn't in the shops, so it's just somewhere. The one thing I wish we had a GPS on everybody or something, like a little marker so I could find where everybody is. Must be somehow out of town. I don't know if that's a thing they can do. Unless she could be in the exhibits. Maybe she's hanging out in one of here. You looking at paintings and shit? You looking at butterflies? Ugh. You looking at fossils? What they could be. I know later on they could be in here. It's a mixture of like trying to figure out when the right time I'll want to play it before I end up mentally burning myself out at the thought, but also I gotta be like ready for an emotional roller coaster of these games. Even though 3 is the saddest one for story-wise, they're all could have their ups and downs for emotions, and I'm like, am I even ready right now for that kind of stuff?
Probably not. Clearly not in here at all. And unless somehow you snuck by me and went to get some coffee. Nope. All I have for the guide is it doesn't tell me what I should fuse, what kind of personas to get. Like, it's nothing like that. The only guide I have will be Social Link to tell me how to utilize the days. Now, it does not tell me, I think, about a couple things that it might be important that I should do. Like, I think that involves some people, like, in the game. I'm not sure. I think it just tells me how to utilize my knights for stats and when I should talk to certain people for social links and or activities. I'm not sure if they have it including the friendship activities with your pals. Where the fuck have you been? Perfecto. But, I don't think, you know, it doesn't have, like, a ton of things. It just tells me, the one I'm looking at, what I should do for each day, where I should go on that day, and when I should go visit the... I find this information very interesting. What's that mean? Hee. This stationery is so cute. Want to read it? Thanks for the good words. Means a lot to me. Mint tea. Prevents sore muscles. I don't really understand the letter, but Bill seems well. Go tell him I said hi. But other than that, everything else, I'll just be kind of winging it. I think it has the activities that you can hang out. Like, I would assume it's telling me. It's just kind of telling me how to do the social link stuff, and that's about it. I don't know if it tells me when to do the friendship stuff, because there is certain ones, like, I know early on, you can, like, have, you know, like, a book reading time with one of your friends, and it's like, this helps my academics, but also doing it enough times with them isn't a social link, but it improves their skill for their special ability that you unlock later on. The blue trimmed wall. So it's a lot of, like, I don't know if that's involved. I have to double check if it tells me when to do that, because I want to make sure I improve their abilities for their ultimates or whatever, their special attacks. Whatever you want to call it. As well as eventually when their social links open up, then work on them so that their personas get stronger and all that jazz. So I would assume they're involved. But it does have it on the list when I should go to the other verse. Because I don't want to... I don't want a guide that just says, make this persona have this easy time. I just want to be able to know how to utilize the free time so that I'm getting the best out of the social stuff so we can get most of the story out of everybody, as well as... like, I don't want to waste a day doing something, or I miss a social link because I wasn't, like, I didn't explore good enough, and I just didn't look. Because I'm so, like, sewn into my routine of, like, go here, improve this, go here, improve this, and not realizing something opened up. Because if I don't have a guide, I'm blowing all my money eating burgers, so I improve my courage. And I am broke. All I'll do is eat burgers. I'm ready. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to do. I didn't want a full-on guide to be like, get this persona and then do this. Like, I might look up, because there's requests you have to do. I might have to look up where to get certain things because I might be dumb and forget. But other than that, I didn't want it to be like, get this persona and then this one. Fuse them together because this type of boss is coming up. I'm like, nah, I still want to be surprised at what I might come up against. And if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. And that's why I have like 20 different saves to rewind it back if I screw up. But it is going to be just follow the social link guide, get through what I need to do on my times, so that, because like some people, you need max charm, you need max courage, max academics for talking to certain things and or interacting or unlocking certain segments to happen. So I need to make sure I do those things. Because I might think I'm doing good, and then before I know it, I'm like I'll be halfway through the game, and I'm so far behind on those because I was screwing up or something. So it'll be good for me to balance when I should go into the whatever the fuck tartar. I still call it the tartar sauce every time because it's just funny to me. Because that's what Junpei called it. So I can balance knowing when to go into there as well as my social time. Because I will... one of them fall behind. Middle of battle. Well, gotta watch out for those nails. I've seen people talking about it. I haven't watched anything on the game, though. The only game thing I looked at today and was excited for was the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 announcement. So that means I'm going to have to play Kingdom Come Deliverance again at some point, which, at least when I do, it'll have the DLCs and such. It won't be like John's playthrough, I can tell you that. We're not going to do it on the hardest and no fast travel, because I kind of need fast travel to keep the pace of what I want to do for the stream going. I don't like those those slow moments, especially since I'm trying to beat it. With John, I don't mind if it's super difficult, because he's just having fun, the experience. For me, it's like I do have an intention to want to complete it. John does, but at the same time, have memories made of stupidity. He does say he misses it, and I'm sad he doesn't go back. I've offered it once or twice, but he didn't. He seems more interested on, like, you know, the games that can take a little bit more, like, less effort and still have funny moments in them. So I like Dead Rising 2 when it worked. When we were doing the randomizer, was fun because it's like we could just do it low effort, stupid. Majora's Mask is kind of low effort, but it's also a lot of like, where the fuck have I been? Think we could do that? Sure, I'll send you a letter just when I get... My 2 papers are used up. I'll go get a freebie and I'll send you one, Filbert. Don't worry. I'm going to definitely do a replay through. I just don't know when. I definitely want to try to do one before they announce like a date, if it is going to be released this year. Because the problem is I will always think, okay, this is the date it's coming out. We're going to play it, and I'm going to beat it before this date. And then that never happens because I started like a month beforehand, and I forget who I am, and that I don't beat games within a month. But I definitely want to try to play it, because I might get it right on release when it comes out, even though it might have issues. Right now, they say the planned release date is 2024. So now that could get delayed. It could change, but that's right now what they're saying. Us. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And Manor Lord comes to Game Pass next week. I think it was on Game Pass, and I think my Game Pass ends that day it comes out, so. How long now? We already went through this. I never gave you the seahorse, I don't think. I can't remember. Yeah. I was like, I wrote seahorse, and then I think I sold it right away, so I was like, let me make sure I give this to you. Yeah, the battle mechanics I haven't really looked too much into yet. I gotta look at it again, but, like, I still want to give it a try. I think it, you know, just to see how it goes. I forget, Brandon told me it was like, the battle mechanics like a specific game, and I can't remember which game he said. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And a sneeze. So I don't, either way, I still want to try it. I still want to try those other games that I've played before that are like RimWorld. I want to do that shit again. Oh, the cutest nickname. Want to hear it? Sure. Awesome nickname is Sugar S. I don't want to be called a Sugar Splurt. Sounds like a canceled cereal gone wrong. I still want to play some stuff like RimWorld, of course, but then the other games I have, like, what was it, the medieval one that I was playing, going medieval or whatever it was, that was like RimWorld, and then I want to do more Alien Stranded Dawn, because that would be fun. And then eventually go back to RimWorld. I had fun doing things with Kenshi, but I really like the concept of Kenshi. I just struggle getting past the beginning loop because it is so difficult for me. It was great. Well, it made Bob happy. But I definitely want to play the other things because they're fun. I had fun with them. And then I still want to go back and do Medieval Dynasty or whatever. I really want to get Medieval Dynasty to a point where it's like we actually built up a something out of it. I just have not gotten there. I would love to see if John would want to. But here's the thing I can imagining happening with John. John, I'm building something. That's cool. I'm deforesting the entire area, and there's just logs everywhere, and it's glitching and lagging the game. John's fighting a bear. John's trying to fight another bear. John's still trying to pick a fight with a bear. John's trying to glitch into a bear. We've made 3 buildings out of a span of 5 hours. So given now, John, it would probably be he stopped to text. John stopped to text, which it's completely fine because he has his own responsibilities. But that's what would happen. But I still want to do Medieval Dynasty, but I wanted, I still wanted to complete the regular map, and then I still wanted to do the co-op map as well. Like, not that there's really any difference, but I wanted to get through the single player, like the original places, like story slash just the world of it, but we just never. We only get to a certain point where everything's starting to work, and then I don't continue because I'm the worst. I'm like, I want to set up a dedicated day to where I just do these things, but my time is like so condensed now, it feels like, because it's like 1 to 2 days with Brandon. Tuesday at this point is becoming like every so often we'll do classic stuff, but I might play something else now. Monday is a regular day. Friday and Saturday might be regular days, depending on if John isn't around. And then Sunday is like my one day where I might not actually stream for once, or if I do, it's something chill. Sunday would be the only time for me to start doing it on a consistent level, but it's just like if I started doing that, then I would never stop streaming. That's why I kind of wanted to use the streamathon for, was to do that stuff, but then I didn't do it because I was like, oh, these other things I should do. Brandon's waking up with ice cream in his mouth. Or he's eating food, and he's finally eating dessert. No, come back, fish. I want to catch you for profit. Ready for the new one. We're probably due for something. But it's probably, if they were to do anything, it's going to be like, we put Animal Crossing on a GameCube thing on the Switch or something. Like, they'll bring back the older one, or they'll be like, here's another mobile-style game of it. Salt. Not gonna sound like much, DK, but since I can't yell, this is the best I can do. That's me headbutting the mic. That's about as much as I can do since I can't yell. I haven't played the Pocket Camp one in a while. Like, I did used to check on it on my old phone. And I was like, I felt like I did pretty good for someone who never invested a cent into it, but I just, I wanted to just play regular Animal Crossing. Brandon, are we playing today? I was unsure. You sent me a GIF, and I just assumed that meant that was today's the day we're playing. A carp. It's a carp. I mean, I don't care. I just assumed we were playing, so. But I was like, I'll wait. And just do a little Animal Crossing until I had a confirmation from you that it was a, like, yeah, I'm around or not, like, other than the best GIF sent. I'll go and sell my next batch of fishies here soon once I get a full thing, and that'll be good to switch. Dun dun dun. I'm like, I might as well just do 2 days of Elden Ring, because I might only do one if you're even around on Wednesday next week. Because I might be doing something else Thursday next week, or at least I might want to do something solo. I was like, I might as well squeeze in extra Elden Ring just to make up for it. Now that I actually, you know, have a weapon. It may not be the best thing, but at least I just hit a little harder, so I, you know, big number make me feel good. Washables, yeah, well, that one was fine. My long ass katanas worked alright, but now I'm using a giant mechanical fucking pinwheel. Ren's got like a cool magical sword, and then I'm over here like, spin the blades. Mine's like, all we did, someone was like, a lawnmower and a hedge like trimmer is a good idea. Let's just combine it into a weapon. And I'm like, sure. This is what I'll wield. Now I look like I'm just going with a strength build, but it has bleed, so there's a positive with it, I suppose. And it scales between all 3 things, so it'll be good enough for now until I find something else that I might want to use. Or I could just go and respec, make my strength ridiculous, and then I could just dual wield. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Fucking dual wield 2 giant pinwheels. How about no? I'd be so slow. I'd be like, alright, I hit the enemy once. Anyway, good luck. It's like, that's pretty much how the battles already go. But it'd be somehow worse. Weird. Right, I'm full. Now to sell my fish, pay some debt, and be done for today. Issues. Don't squid. $7,000. Great, thanks.
Alright, put a little bit in my debt. Then we could all eat chicken salad. Yeah, you can have that much. 439,500 left. Oh, God. I'm going to be here forever. All right. Good enough for me for today. When I'm putting the controller away, I'm going to need this in like 5 minutes, but another successful day of putting in a chunk of money. Dun, 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 dun. But there you go, YouTube. We did it. Another successful time. More debt-paying fishing at another point in time.